Hey everybody, this is Rich, aka Nobody. Today I want to try to be unbiased. A friend of mine made a comment that I was being always picking on Donald Trump. And that's probably true because 99% of everything I see is Donald Trump or DHS doing this or Christine Nome or it's stuff like that. So I guess it just makes it easy for me to pick on, and maybe it's because of the algorithms in my social media feed that it only gives me stuff that aggravates me. So here's my effort today to try to be somewhat on the neutral side. So I've got a video clip I'm going to show and play it.
Decided to come down here and observe, but what happened next, he says, was completely unnecessary.
Rebecca says the group of citizens was there to peacefully observe and document ICE activity in their community. At no point, he says, did they pose any physical threat.
So you can see in the video that it does look pretty violent. It certainly gives you the impression that the force was excessive. But what we don't know is what happened prior to that. Did this girl run up and grab a hold of the agent? Did the agent grab a hold of the individual? He's carrying a sidearm. He's trying to do his duty and his mission. He believes in what he's doing, and somebody, is in his way. He's pulling up the rear of a formation. At least that's what it appears to me. And he's the last man, and people are, charging up to him. I can't say that I wouldn't have acted in the same way. Then they're yelling and screaming, and he turns and he uses some pepper spray on him to keep him at bay. So having not been there, it's really hard to say. And to me, that's a left-leaning video to try to stir emotions, to make ICE look like an out-of-control entity because of their mission. And I don't believe that's the case. Their mission isn't the problem. What they're doing is the right thing, and we need to remove people from our country who are here illegally. There is a process, and if you want to come here, you need to use the process. And if you decide to circumvent the process, then I think if illegal aliens or people coming to our country, if they understand that if they come here that way, they're going to get sent back home. And I think when they realize that, they will realize that the only way that they can get into our country is through the right means. And I think that would stop a lot of people from just flooding across our border, trying to get into our country. Do I believe that they're all getting benefits? So here we're back to the right. No, I don't think they're getting Social Security because you got to be a U.S. citizen. So when people say that, that's disinformation. Now, it's misinformation if you don't know any better. But the people who are starting these messages, these are government officials saying this, and news agencies, and I think they do know that that is incorrect, but they say it anyways. And so that is disinformation. We've got people on the left that are encouraging people to go protest ICE. I've heard them say, fight. This is the same kind of fight we heard on January 6th on that crowd. So it's easy to get a crowd riled up and perhaps behaving in a manner that maybe they wouldn't ordinarily behave. But you're encouraging them to fight the ICE. ICE isn't the enemy. If anything's the enemy, it's our government processes. And that's how we fix those by voting. We can fix those by protesting peacefully. If you're getting in the way of ICE agents and stopping them from doing their job, or I've seen videos where the liberals or anti-ICE folks are boxing in their cars. If this is true, this isn't appropriate. They're still federal agents, and we need to treat them as such. And if we have issues, we need to work through our government. So as far as ICE, I believe in their mission and what they're doing. But after seeing the video and how the incident with Alex Preddy was handled, certainly a very emotional video for me, is that I think we can change some of the things that we do and how ICE conducts their mission. So that's my objection to ICE, not objecting to ICE overall, but just how they're conducting their mission. And then again, on the left side, we've got people encouraging them to go out there and fight and blow whistles and get into their way, walking around in the streets. Stay on the sidelines, protest all you want. That's absolutely legal. But when you start getting in their way, then that's starting to create tension. A lot of young people working with ICE, maybe not a lot of experience in dealing with, crowd control type issues, and then emotions get going, and then bad things happen. So again, misinformation and disinformation on both sides of the crowd, and we need to fix that. And that's certainly not working together to solve a problem.